Yeah.
All right, we are live. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. I'm here with Kai Schwarzer and Galaxy Red. Two of my, we did Sunday night popping together. It's great to have you both on the channel. And Kai, it's cool seeing you in a VTuber form again.
Yeah, it's good. I've been at it for a little bit, just whenever I'm able to do so.
Well, I'm glad you could do it for this. So
Oh
we've
yeah.
got we're gonna be streaming the Bandai Namco showcase. I got it up in the background. We'll go to that in a little bit, but I want to talk about some things that broke today, like involving the world of gaming. So I'm just gonna, all right, share post. All right. Oh, there we go.
That's far on the bottom. It's funny.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I'll fix this. I can fix this.
Yeah.
There we go. This looks
Or we
like
could go
now.
on the.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I
I
can
guess we could go on the left side.
I
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
I can move it around a little. Ooh, I can like flip this. I'm still getting used to
Yeah.
restream.
Yeah. There's that guy from last night, Kenneth, from your stream.
Oh, is Kenneth here? All right.
Yeah. Yeah. He's in the chat. I see him.
The comment chat. Hey Kenneth, how's it going, man? All right. Yeah, so we'll take a look at that. Oh, now we're gone again.
It looks like it only has 3 options, I guess. And you can't get it on the left side.
There's a thing like called design. You can customize. You can radius size. Okay, now that just makes we gotta make
that bigger or smaller.
we gotta make us bigger.
Oh no!
We lost Kai.
Can't do that.
All right. Let's see.
Hey, there we go.
That's a little better. Yeah, that kind of works. Yeah.
Flip.
Although, yeah, there we go.
There.
Now we can probably move the other one a little bit with the.
Yeah. Now let me see if I can adjust. Okay, it only lets me adjust the radius on that one.
Yeah, the shape of the sides. Yeah. That's strange.
Wait. So
hey.
I have an idea.
No,
let's.
Actually, I would go back to the previous one, and then just go into your browser and just like zoom in on the.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that works.
There we go. That'll work.
Yeah.
Right there.
So Brazil is suing Nintendo over the brick Switch situation. So for those of you who don't know, Nintendo built something into the Switch that allows them to know if you're not like doing things if you're doing things they don't like using third-party hacks or anything like that. They can brick your Switch and make it like completely unusable. Yeah. And they have been doing that, and so apparently they're getting sued for this, which is good because they shouldn't have to be able to do that. I mean, I don't mod my systems, but like.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, it's just them going to this extreme and everything just shows just how anti-consumer Nintendo has been. But of course, you got the big Nintendo fanboys that can't get rid of their nostalgia goggles with how corrupt Nintendo has been becoming because of all this.
Yeah, exactly. Like, all the companies and brands I like, you need to be critical. And to keep them on the right track, you need to be critical. And that same thing goes for Nintendo. Like, they might be like doing better than the other two right now, especially Xbox.
Yeah,
oh, my God, especially Xbox. Like, we'll get into that possibly if we have time. But
yeah.
Yes, so Nintendo is facing legal action over the ability to brick Switch 2 consoles whenever they want. Regulators in Brazil have called the clause abusive under Brazilian law. Based.
Yeah, there's an article right there. You probably have to like reshare the screen to get to it.
Yeah,
Nope.
probably.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I don't. Okay.
Oh, is it not? Is
Well.
it not? Is it coming up?
No,
It's
we
not
don't see
showing
it.
up for us.
Yeah, you have to
Oh.
reshare.
Okay.
Because it opened a new tab.
share-
I guess you probably opened a new
Okay.
tab. Yeah.
How about that?
There we go. There we
Okay.
go.
Yeah, that works. Yeah.
Brazil consumer watchdog is challenging Nintendo over EULA terms that allow the company to ban consoles from online services. It doesn't just ban online service; it makes sure that like no account can ever use the online service again. And with all the online checks it has, it's going to become completely unusable.
Mm-hmm.
And it just makes it even more ridiculous because of that whole thing that Nintendo tried to put in under their you can't sue them under the new like a terms of service agreement or whatever it is. Just shows like, were you all just anticipating like this stuff from happening and you were trying to save your own sorry hides to make sure that we better do all this so that we can't screw ourselves over in the future? It's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah. In June 2025 press release, Poancan SP, the Sao Paulo branch of the Brazilian Consumer Protection and Defense Program, requested changes to Nintendo's end-user license agreement, calling certain clauses abusive under Brazilian law. The main concern is Nintendo's ability to permanently restrict access to services like eShop and online play if they believe someone has violated its terms, including by using unauthorized accessories or pirate software. Yeah, so we get the idea. So like all these stories about brick switches, like they wouldn't be able to do that anymore. And I think that's a good thing that another country is pushing back and hopefully others follow suit so they get rid of this clause and they take their ability away of like rendering the hardware useless.
Well, I mean, wasn't there and also another example where it wasn't just with downloading pirated software or all that stuff, but wasn't there a whole thing where somebody got their Switch 2 bricked just because of a username?
Oh yeah, Twinklink.
It's like, what in the world are you?
Yeah, so apparently this guy got his account back, was able to work it out with Nintendo. Apparently, according to Furtenga, the guy on the phone laughed about it. So like they were able to get his account back. But the fact that like, you know, he was flagged or something, like it's like he wasn't sure if it was the username that triggered it.
Was it the username then, or what? Did they say?
No, yeah. Like he changed his username to Twinklink. He did change his name, but I don't know. Like the guy he spoke to on the one person said, like the guy he said on the phone says apparently the username was allowed. Oh, but it still was just really funny. Like Furtenga he watched Furtenga's video on it. He got like all the details and latest updates on that story.
But still, that just raises the question of so they could just go in there and potentially just brick it for just any reason whatsoever.
Basically, that's like a lot of TOSs are written that for companies to do whatever they want under their own discretion, including YouTube. Like, you know, it's that they you know, terms of services are legally like tailored that way so that the companies can act at their own discretion.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of what they have to do in order to like avoid potential lawsuits into the future.
Oh,
but
hey, Orc, how's it going? Hey, Andy. Nice to see everyone.
Yeah, but it just brings more more proof of the whole entire thing that people have been saying, especially with Switch 2, is they're having it to where you cannot own literally anything that you purchase.
Now,
Well,
essentially,
except for the ones that actually don't need to use game key cards, just actual.
Well,
yeah.
that's a whole entire matter in and of itself that is completely stupid. But just the whole entire thing of, hey,
Yeah.
you I agree
They're
with
giving them
Andy.
the option though, and it's kind of dumb.
Yeah, I agree with what Andy just said. Like nothing against it. You've Dash. I know you bought it, and nothing against Galaxy, but I honestly believe that the Switch 2 is literally just a big old scam.
It runs really well. Like, I've been playing Dragon Quest 3 2019, the one with gender in it.
Yeah.
I've been having a lot of fun. Like, it works great as just like an enhanced Switch. But like the thing
I'm
is,
not.
I
I'm not getting
don't.
any. I'm not going to get any Switch 2 games yet for it anyway. But I need to get one because I have a Switch and my Switch isn't working right now, so that's why I need to get one.
Yeah, the only Switch 2 games I have for the system are the Bravery remaster and No Man's Sky. Okay. And I guess like I also did because I'm a Nintendo member, I did upgrade my copies of the Zelda games. Because that's included with membership.
Yeah, that is true. Still, just having to go out of your way to just spend like to the $10 it costs to quote unquote upgrade it and everything for a game that's almost a decade old is so stupid.
Unless you pay the membership. So yeah, paid upgrades is sucks, but there's a lot of Sega isn't allowing upgrades for games like the new Route remaster. They're not allowing.
Oh, don't get me started on that whole entire nonsense. Considering the fact that they made the new Raito games be a game key card for the Switch 2, but magically the entire game is on the Switch 1 cartridge.
Yeah,
make any sense?
And apparently you can't upgrade to the Switch 2 version through that key card. You can do there's other Switch games, like all the Marvelous games. Not only do they have physical Switch 2 editions, but you can upgrade your physical Switch 1 edition to the Switch 2 version.
Well, I mean, at least they're going out of their way to show how consumer friendly they are when it comes to that. But
yeah, Marvelous is really like the only third party. Them and CD Projekt Red only has Cyberpunk, so it's just one game. But Marvelous has 3 games coming out on Switch 2.
Yeah, but isn't Cyberpunk the game on the cartridge?
Yeah, the full game is on the cartridge.
Yeah, the full game.
Then
I think it also has Phantom Livery as well. The DLC.
They crammed both. They have that and the Idris Elba DLC right in there.
Yeah. So yeah, it just try to make any sense. Why Cyberpunk CD Projekt Red wants to go out of their way to make sure that if you buy this, you own it. Yet these other companies, when I heard that
even Capcom's on that.
Yeah, with Bravely Default, with it coming.
Yeah, there's no way that can't be on physical. It is a 3DS game, and I've played it. It really looks just like a straight port.
They have stated doesn't it stay on the case that it's a 11 gigabyte game? You can easily fit that on the cartridge. It's just Square doesn't want to be motivated enough to actually put the full thing on the cartridge.
No, they're cheaping out.
Exactly. And it's one of the things I just can't stand when it comes the third-party games that are coming out on Switch 2 is that they're only going to go opt in for the cheaper option of just making it digital because they don't want you owning the games that you are purchasing.
Yeah, and some of them are even doing codes in boxes. They're not even going to give you the plastic.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know it is crazy. Like ownership is under attack, and we need to like fight it as best we can.
That's why whenever there's a chance, if there's a game that I want to buy on PC, I will check to see if it's available on GOG and purchase it through there, because at least that way it's DRM free and I actually own it.
Yeah, I want to get Breath of Fire 4 on GOG, especially since
Also,
I lost my Breath of Fire 3 copy, which I'm so pissed at.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I know.
By the way, I don't know if they still do it, but GOG does allow you to check games from Steam to like see if they if they have it on their library on GOG, you might be able to like transfer what you own on Steam onto GOG that way, because that way you don't have to buy them again.
I haven't heard of that. I do know that there's like
I've had it happen before. I've seen it on there, and I've done it, but it doesn't really have like too many options yet.
But yeah, I mean, I guess this would help me in case, like, because sometimes I forget I even bought certain games on certain platforms. So, like, I guess it would help prevent me from buying the same game twice without my knowledge.
Yeah, I mean, I've done that through like sales and stuff. Like, I own the entirety of all the Arkham games on both Steam and Epic, just because they were dirt cheap and I can get all 4 games for like $10.
Yeah. There's many reasons why I'll sometimes rebuy a game. Let's see. Other story. Yeah, I think we have time for this. I'm going to go to the let's all like laugh at the Square Enix social media manager for this gatekeeping thing.
Yeah, speaking of Square Enix from earlier.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to show my tweet.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Here we go. Oh, I hear music.
I don't hear any music.
Oh, yeah, it's from the Bandai side. They're giving a 25-minute warning.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, you got about like 12 minutes pretty much, so hopefully.
Yeah, it's probably on a delay. But here we go. Just want to see. Yeah, so I'll enlarge this. Okay. So, like they say, do you love a game so much you've fallen into the trap of being a gatekeeper? Today's Square Enix blog reveals how one writer did just that and why we could learn from the experience. I didn't like read the blog, but this post got completely roasted because in this day and age where like so many like tourists come and try to completely change like a fandom or a brand. Like, gatekeeping is like people have like reevaluated the importance of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, the Square account, especially for us over here in the West, is like really just doing this shit like all the time. But like you said, there the actual like game series accounts are actually just promoting their games. They're not doing that shit.
Oh yeah, like whoever runs like the accounts for the individual games, like an individual brands, like they do a really good job. The main Square account is all over the freaking place. Like and they still haven't gotten rid of Minaroth. I made it Minaroth. I in one of my thumbnails. The Pride Chocobo thing.
Yeah.
I always look at it as like just a gay Snivy.
Gay Snivy? Who's Snivy?
You know, the Pokemon Snivy from Black and White.
Yeah, I see the resemblance. Yeah, apparently this thing was created by the artist who did Chocobo Mystery Dungeon. Really? And, I was telling this to Madame Savvy, and Savvy's response was basically that this guy just half-assed it. And I can totally see that. If you compare the
Mystery Dungeon has a lot better art than that. So that's
it's a good game. I should play that one again.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I actually own that one. I think on PlayStation. The new
Yeah,
one
I got
that
the
came out.
Switch version.
now question. If you do click on the original post, does it allow you to actually comment? Okay, they do allow you to comment on it. Because what was that one post that was made?
That was for the
where,
contest. That was for the contest. They didn't expect to get backlash on this one.
Okay.
Well, maybe because they thought that people were gonna agree with them. I guess maybe because all the other ones, I don't think they all the other ones they knew someone was going to disagree, so they just locked the accounts, locked the replies, and then that's from there.
Oh, Kenneth in the chat is like, don't forget that Square Enix is also being incentivized by investors BlackRock, who want a digital future without any means of true ownership, while messaging them at the same time through
Messing with them.
That is a
messing with
problem
them.
with every Japanese company letting these BlackRock type investors to meddle in their like affairs, and the devs hate
it's
it.
happening with Nintendo and Sony as well for the Western branches.
Yeah, we saw Yurihiya. He hates it. Like he let his true feelings out in that interview.
Yeah,
he let his and they shut it down because like it gave like it proved like us like all right. We were like basically all proven right from that interview.
Yeah, that is true. But that's just the one thing that is bad about it, is that the companies over there are like a decade behind whenever it comes to like all the stuff that has been going on over here, and have failed to pick up on the fact that, hey, we're all sick and tired of this woke nonsense that has been infecting our entertainment hobbies and everything like that for the longest time. Nobody is dealing with it anymore, and yet Square, Sega, probably Bandai Namco too, are failing to pick up on all that.
It's funny you mentioned Sega. So like, I'm sure you guys like saw my post that blew up with the meme, with the Sonic meme. But apparently
I saw this post, about the president being the mayor to like he's going right back to like getting all the pretty much getting the whole company back on track to actually do what they need to do.
Yeah, this needs to be done. This needs to be done because I know like Sega has faltered.
They do still have some really great games though, but it's just that the brand, the actual like company themselves is really starting to like push all the same shit as other companies, and this guy's like, no, we're going back to where we have to go back to.
Yeah, if he can get the whole company into this mindset, that would be great. Especially protecting the Sonic brand now that there's like, me like as a big Sonic fan, like like seeing like all these like these really like far left like thinking like kids like like with like trying to like morph Sonic into like I don't know a dating sim.
Jesus.
It's so weird. Like I follow a bunch of accounts. The Sonic Drama Central is one of them. They almost like they highlight a lot of like the bullshit and the cancel culture that goes on in the Sonic fandom. Okay, so we are almost it's almost 5 minutes. I'm going to maybe switch
on over to it.
Yep.
All right. Since we're waiting on that, I got something that we can talk about within the next like 8.
Make sure you got audio shared there.
That's I don't think I can. How do I share audio feed?
It should be a option when you chose the page.
Yeah.
Okay. Stop. Okay. Stop screen share. Also share audio. Okay. There.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. There we go. So what? We still got like 18 minutes left till it starts.
No, it starts at 3:00.
Okay. But
Is
I'm
it
just
supposed
saying.
to have music though? Because I don't hear anything.
Yeah, because I have it
Oh, you
muted.
muted it. Okay, okay, yeah, there you go. Yeah, there.
X, and so like it's they have to virtue signal and say they're not going to use it when really like all the companies are getting in on AI and thinking of ways how they can like use it to affect costs or even get rid of some of the parasitic employees.
Oh yeah, I'm totally behind that. Like, get rid of all the localizers that are, like I said, ruining our entertainment.
But it's a double.
Maybe like every 3 months or something, and then Endwalker was like every 4 months, and I think they're pretty much almost like every 4 months now in Dawn Trails.
Okay, there we
It's
go.
a while.
All I know is that my favorite example of that whole nonsense is from like the latest Trails games, where one of the characters has to ask, I don't know what pronouns to use for you, or another one in like one of the other games is where a little girl goes, I need to get my Riz up.
Yeah, the Trial of Heroes.
Yeah, the Trails Through Daybreak
Yeah,
games.
that was crazy.
Yeah.
Studio Odyssey. Never heard of them.
Maybe they're new.
That I don't know. That might.
Oh, maybe they're
Hello,
the.
everyone, and welcome to
I was
the
gonna say they might be
Bandai
the My
Namco
Hero
Summer
guys.
Showcase live from Studio Odyssey. I'm Sydney
not, maybe
Goodman,
not.
here to present today's exciting lineup of game news along with
It's just
Connor.
a venue.
But you know they're
Thank you so much.
they're
Thank you
just
so much
sitting in.
for
the
Oh
green
my
screen
God.
right now.
for having us here today with everyone
Who's
watching
what?
online. Now, some
I
of
can't-
you out there may
just
be
the whole entire
familiar with the Summer
thing
Showcase
with
now
the
its third year,
whole thing that
but you
happened
may
with the
notice we're in a
Trash
very
Taste
different
Boys
setting this
having
year. Very
Hassan on
different
once
It
again,
is
and
very
just that whole
swanky.
entire
We have been
nonsense.
Is he from
and-
Trash
transported
Taste?
into this
Yeah, that's
amazing
Sea-Dog VA.
Tokyo meets LA inspired city.
Oh,
You
where
mean-
can come
dang.
you mean that guy
as we
Connor
meet
there?
Different game
Yeah.
producers and reveal some brand new
Tuh.
games.
Yeah, that's the guy that-
Why the fuck did
trailers.
they bring his son
And
on to an
I
anime
think we're ready
show?
to reveal our
Now,
first
Hassan
Oh,
is
live
actually an
reveal.
anime
Sorry about that.
fan.
I'm so excited. I'm
but-
proud of myself.
I'm ready.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
a One Piece guy. I
To
think.
start us off, we
Yeah,
have the
and that-
very
and
first
that
look at a
hurts me
game based
so
on a
much.
massively
I know.
popular anime franchise.
probably likes it
with
for all the wrong
explosive
reasons.
Action,
Of course he
touching
doesn't.
friendship, and
Yeah, he
heroic
compared
characters.
an
This is
actual
sure to go
real
beyond
pirate
all expectations.
to Luffy. I think.
Let's take a look.
He did.
Okay, let's just see the games.
This inner
I was gonna-
flame
Yeah, here's my
passes to
hero.
the
Yep.
next generation.
I'm pretty
That
sure it's all
generation will
justice. I
entrust
think
it
it's
to
what
the
we call that.
next. This fire will continue to burn into the future. Come on now. Everyone's waiting.
It would be
for
nice if it wasn't
I'll
a
be
fighting
nice.
game, though.
it. They know.
I
I'll
feel
be
like it's
definitely
going to
putting
be.
it in Japanese to block Christopher Sabbath.
That's my thing.
Okay, no,
is
that's-
that
Wait, that doesn't look like a fighting game.
I'm the person I've always wanted.
That was
Oh
definitely
man, I
gameplay.
think they're going for a Ninja Storm type of thing.
that would be interesting.
Or this is no, no, man. I was gonna say, or this could be more like My Hero Ultra Rumble, but probably not.
I've gotta defeat him. Ridizuku.
I also can't pretend I didn't see you trying in there!
Yeah,
I
this is,
have not kept up with the
this
story.
is more like a. This almost looks more like a beat 'em up, not a fighting game.
Second gear! Third gear!
Well, all I know is that the final season of My Hero will be airing this year. And it looks like this is what this game is
Yeah,
covering.
we don't know if
It's
it's.
just-
I think it's called All Justice. Yep. So it is the fighting game.
So it's okay. So it's another fighting game.
Yeah, it's just the third game of One Justice, or One's Justice. No Switch version.
But yeah, back to like what you were saying about the Chris Sabbath. Yeah, the dude's a massive piece of shit, but I will give him props. He is a very good voice actor.
Oh yeah, like a lot of
Yeah.
people that with bad personalities are still very talented.
He's a good voice actor, but most of his voices are almost pretty much very similar to the other.
Well, that's just the problem when you keep hiring, where back then you kept hiring the same like 10 people over and over again for all your shows.
Yeah. I wasn't even reading the subtitles here. But it sounds like it's going to be a fighting game.
You know, I kind of wish like anime games would go into
Oh, look, they're
more
developing
original
it.
stories instead of being like being options, another venue to consume the story.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I like the Uzumaki Chronicle games back on the PlayStation 2, was that they were
Yeah.
original stories.
Well, I did like this, but I mean, I still also like the one from Ubisoft, the Rise of the Ninja.
You ever play?
And Breaking Bonds.
Did
They're
you ever?
ba-
Oh
based
yeah,
on the story, so they're really
those
good.
were great. Yeah, we were talking about that last night while I was playing Paper Mario.
Yeah.
But did any of you guys play Phantom Fortress on PSP?
Never heard of it.
Oh yeah, Ultimate Ninja Heroes 2, the Phantom Fortress. It was an original story.
Oh yeah, no, I've never heard of it because I haven't played many of the Naruto games like that anyway.
Oh yeah, so like that was an original story with this evil castle appears at the Leaf Village. Apparently Orochimaru and Kabuto summoned it, and like you have to go through these rooms and you fight people.
今後の情報にご期待ください。
And then there's a Jiraiya campaign at the end.
僕のヒーローアカデミア、オールズ・ジャスティスの魅力のほんの一部をご紹介いたしました。
Yeah, I'm guessing that this is actually because I think the other two weren't really arena fighters, were they? They were more just like kind of like 2D style fighters.
Yeah, I got the original on Switch.
Yeah,
pretty like
this
bare
one
bones
kind of
fighting game.
Yeah, this one kind of looks like it's an arena fighter. So it's kind of almost similar to maybe to the Naruto games. They were more arena fighter.
皆様、ありがとうございました。
I'm just gonna be honest. I have lost any and all interest.
Yeah,
for
me too.
My hero, for the longest time.
Well, it's not just the.
I just like certain characters.
Everyone,
I just like certain characters.
Plus Ultra. Sorry for the energy.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just so excited. Now, thank you to Miyazaki-san.
You
That
don't
was a
sound
horrible-
excited.
That was a horrible,
summer showcase
horrible.
stage. And as
Bad
Miyazaki-san
acting.
mentioned,
Yeah, they should not have brought this guy.
Horikoshi message right in front of me here. So let's read it, shall we? Hello,
No.
this is Kohei Horikoshi, the original creator of My Hero.
No, why don't you?
I'm so
You don't have
happy
to
that
read
they're
it.
Making another game now that I
Show us
now
the
that
message.
The original manga is complete.
Hey, how
I
about
can't
having
believe
her
this
read
happened.
it instead?
In earlier games, I used Ida and Kirishima.
Yeah, but
this time you can use all
Connor's
of
an
Class 1A.
are
I'm already
YouTuber,
excited
so
to see who I'll master.
that's
Also,
How many
All reason why
subscribers
I
does
don't
Trash
care.
Cast
I don't care who
have?
he
on
is.
the screen is even more plus ultra than before.
Trash
Let's all
Taste.
play together when it's ready.
I could
Thank you,
look that, I can look that up
Horikoshi-san,
real
for
quick.
sharing this
Let's just
special
see.
message with
Yeah, I
our
just
fans.
want to know how big
Now,
the show
for
actually
more
is.
news on My Hero Academia
To
or
justify it.
Justice, be sure to follow Bandai Namco on social
All right,
media
Trash
to catch
Taste
more
has
news in the future.
1.65 million subscribers.
Okay, that's why.
Up next,
But,
we have a dramatic adventure
Sea
Bound
Dog
by Blood.
VA,
Code Vein 2,
who
Rising
Connor is.
2026.
All right,
Does
so
he have his own channel?
We recently announced the return
Oh, yeah,
of
he's been doing this
Revenant
for a
in
long
Code Vein 2.
Connor has
Let's check
a
in with game producer
3.25
Izuka-san
million.
to learn more about the mysterious girl Lou
Okay.
and her role in
Oh
this
yeah, why does
timid,
Code Vein
time-traveling
2 look
action
so
RPG.
different
Code Vein?
than the original?
Yeah,
Hey,
I like it though.
yeah, I think it looks really interesting.
I think they're going with a more open-ended thing too, because you got like a mountain stuff. Because you can ride a bike.
Yeah, it's like a very different universe, different game, but I
No,
don't agree.
I don't think so. I think it's well, it might be. It might maybe it's a prequel or something.
That'd be interesting, but I would like it if they would try to like do more connection on how Code Vein and the God Eater universes all coincide together.
様々な物質を異形に変えてしまう輪廻と呼ばれる変質現象と吸血鬼たちの自我を奪い
It does kind of. It doesn't look as well. Actually, no. It does still modern spots. So
主人公は
I
化け
should
物に
probably
対抗する
like
力を持つ
try and
吸
beat the
血鬼ハンタ
original
ーでした
game.
が任務中に命を落としてしまいますそんな主人公
But
は
honestly,
自
this
ら
one
の
looks
心臓を
really
分け
cool
て
because
蘇
of
生
all
さ
the
せたのが
Bloodborne-like
吸血鬼の
stuff.
少女ルーです
Oh yeah.
彼女の持つ
This one
時間を移動
does.
す
Now
る
that you
特
mention
別
it,
な
this
力
one
を
does have a lot of stuff that
100年
feels
前
like
の
it
世
was
界へ旅立
influenced by
ち
Bloodborne.
滅びの世界
Yeah,
を
it's
救うための
gothic.
戦いに身を
Very
投じること
gothic.
になりますルーの他にも
It's not a
過
bad
去と
thing,
現代
though.
の世界では
No, I know, I
様々な
love
吸
gothic.
血鬼たちとの出会いが待っています
Well, I mean, it's more
時
than
間
what
を
we're
超
going
え
to
て
get from
展開する
FromSoft
ドラマ
for
ティッ
a
ク
more
なストーリー
Bloodborne
に
related
ぜひご期
stuff.
待ください
well, I mean, there is the Dust
PlayStation
Bloods or
5
whatever coming.
Yeah.
But
Xbox シリーズ X
that kind of looks like a Bloodborne.
Steam にて2026
Yeah,
年
that's
に
why a
発
lot
売
of
予
people
定
were
です
thinking it was
今後
Bloodborne
の
2 when
続報
it
をお
was
待ちくださ
being
い
showed off.
それではスタジオにお戻しします
Yeah.
It all essentially is.
Now, I know just thinking about the return of Code Vein is sure to get your blood pumping, but if you
Ha,
really
ha.
want your heart
See,
to
we
skip
did
a
it there, I
beat,
guess.
then brace yourself for the delightful rhythmic adventures of Patapon Replay 1+2.
What?
Oh, this series, yeah.
Beloved rhythm games, Patapon 1 and 2 are back together in one bundle.
Never heard of them.
I remember hearing about them for the longest time, but this was back in a time where I did not care at all about like rhythm games.
It looks like World of Goo.
Now, of course, I can't talk about this game alone, so Krista's here with me today to dive a little deeper into the game and break it all down for us. So, Krista, how you doing?
I'm so excited to be here. I'm excited to talk about
Oh, hey, Dragon Master, thank you
We're
so
not
much.
Spend too long making you wait, but we
Here,
have loaded up a
character
small army
exaggerating,
of
stretching
rhythmic
arms
warriors
forward
for
to
these
offer
Okay,
a cup
I'm
of
excited for this.
coffee.
Let's get into it.
Oh, wow.
Ready? Here
Free
we
stream
go.
translated the super sticker for me.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
So Patapon is a rhythm action adventure game where players use 4 mystical drums to command an army of cute,
Oh, hey,
mysterious
Michael.
little eyeball creatures
Okay.
named Patapons.
I mean, they look really cute right there. They look like they're living their best life. I'm sure
They're-
nothing will go wrong.
Exactly. And as
Oh,
you are
gosh.
their new mighty one, and it's up to you to lead them on the journey to the legendary Earth End.
Oh,
You know,
well,
casual, normal stakes.
I mean,
So
I can't
I'm
get.
like their leader,
I can't
they all
say anything too
Yes,
bad about the
absolutely.
way
I
that
can get behind this. But
Connor
I
is
was
going
expecting
about this
something a
because
little
that just seems
lighthearted
like
for a
like
rhythm
what
game. This seems
any
quite
other
intense.
You don't
quote
have to
unquote
feel too
influencer
powerful
would
quite
act
yet,
like
but
if they
playing
brought him on
Patapons
to do
really,
something
really
like
simple.
this.
Just hit 4 drums
Yeah,
to the rhythm, and
I
your
don't know. I
Patapons follow
just
your lead.
wish you had
Every
some
time you input it
more
correctly,
like.
they sing back.
You'd be impressed with how easily I would mess up for
Oh,
you.
thank
there
you
we
so
go.
much,
Pretty
Dragon Master.
Well, don't worry about that because new to this game,
nice.
under the help button, is the constant command display. It's a convenient reminder of what drum commands will be helpful for
And
each level.
looks like
Is
I didn't know that person was in
in
your chat,
Yeah,
but
and these are the ones
Lawrence
that are helpful for each level. And
Gilmore
your basic attack
got
goes
it.
pon, pon,
Yep.
pata, pon, as they.
Well, actually, that's
Oh,
how
they're doing a
memberships
little
work.
rile up
It's
here.
like they
Big
just
jump.
Yeah, I
have to
know.
be sub to the channel.
Time there.
Yeah, I
We're
know.
fighting the plant, Patapon eating plant named Shuckle.
Naturally, of course that exists.
Yes.
Oh no.
It looks
And it's got
cute.
these 3 arms that
I'll
grab your
admit, the
little
game looks
Patapon.
really cute.
No. Okay, so but they're safe right now. They're fine. We can still save them. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, I won't
Okay. Break free.
deny it. It does look
Come on,
really
Patapons,
nice,
come
but I
on.
just also
Lock
know
in.
it's
I
not
think we're
really
good.
something that
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
it's not
fix
really
it.
for
No,
me,
it's
but
for
like
them,
I
Yeah, I
can
don't
admit
play
it's
games.
cute.
Oh no.
Just a little bit.
I don't really play
fun,
rhythm
right?
games really, so it's just
definitely.
Oh,
That's
what
basically
about
what this
Don't
is.
worry
You ever
about
play
it.
Theater
Those
Rhythm
little
though?
hats that you
It's
collect in the
or
corner,
Melody
No,
of
not
Memory.
really.
And then your Patapons
No.
will come back and help you out again.
Wonderful.
Oh, but if
wonderful.
you're a
The whole
Kingdom
time,
Hearts
60
fan, like you
pressing
probably
to
like.
the beat
I
or
think
beyond.
Melody of Memory.
yeah,
Yes,
I've seen
but,
them,
you
and
know,
I'm
With
not
this
really
game, you don't
interested
have
in
to
playing
be
them.
super precise.
Oh yeah, but have you at least seen the
As long
cutscenes?
as the Patapon responds,
Yeah,
you'll
I've
continue to
seen
march on,
people
just
play
like
them, so
Okay.
Yeah,
got that.
okay.
So I noticed that we're
Yeah, because I think like it's setting up Kingdom Hearts for that game.
No, so there's also
Well, yeah,
That's
because
probably it.
canonically it takes place after 3.
And there's other mini games that kind of keep you motivated to the long journey.
which kind of makes
Okay. And
I guess
even though
a little
we've,
bit of sense,
lost
I
a
guess,
few
but
Patapons,
also
they're not
weird.
sorry.
Yeah, it was also
No.
weird. Like
Oh, there was a
Xehanort's
big-
dead, yet like
Who was
Kyrie's
smoking
fighting
right
her,
there? That was a
fighting him.
like some sleep
Well,
gas,
well,
yeah.
Okay, they're back.
and
We're riling them up right
well,
now.
you know,
That's one of the commands.
you're
Yes.
kind of
and
controlling
you can see
Sora
with
in parts
successful
too, and
attacks,
he's
he's
not.
losing some arms.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like
next one.
yeah, you're
So I
controlling
think the
Sora, but
Patapons
it's
are doing a good job despite being.
Think it
overlooked.
plays after he's supposedly
Okay,
dead.
one arm just came back, but I think we're making some progress here.
No, definitely. I believe the Shuckle is getting.
And
pushed
they
back
are
as we
showing a
speak.
lot
Okay, nice,
about this
nice.
Not
game.
even a little nap is enough.
well,
to
that's
stop
good.
Patapon.
Like
They're
they're
very
promoting a
I
smaller
am, as you
game
would say,
though.
washed. I'm not very good at games.
I mean, we got some more bigger games coming up. Like we got.
They'll look at you, they'll judge for a little bit, and then they just
Yeah.
keep on
Is there,
going.
is there
So you
anything
just
from
gotta- you gotta lock
Bandai
in.
that you would like to see them talk more about?
But I know Dash wants to see Blood of Dawnwalker.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, okay. I expect
Yeah,
you to-
Galaxy knows.
Oh no.
He's got some big stomps going on.
I want to see
That's
some
okay.
more stuff about
We're still in it. We
Okay.
haven't lost
the new
anybody.
Digimon game.
Yes,
Oh,
me
no.
too.
Yeah, that's going to be on here too. Yeah. And then
okay.
I'm
square,
also
circle, X,
wondering if they're going to be
triangle.
talking
Okay,
about
easily.
Yes.
any
That would
new
be simple.
Tales
Okay.
games.
Big jump.
I
Oh,
think they listed all the games
Yes.
they were going to be talking about
They can do a
online.
big.
No,
they
I
had a
don't. Well, I
list.
think they
like
said.
that.
I think they said and
And
more
avoid the
though.
gas
So it
if
might be.
Oh my god.
So,
okay, I didn't
they
think that would
mentioned
be
Digimon. They
as
mentioned Blood of Dawnwalker, and I
Okay,
think
but
they
it
said
looks
My
like
Hero
maybe
and Code
We
Vein.
did it.
I think
No, they didn't
just
say My
did
Hero.
it.
They said Code Vein
Yes.
2,
Okay.
Blood
wait,
of
Patapons are
Dawnwalker,
safe.
Okay.
Digimon.
Okay, we
and
survived
then,
another
and then after
day.
that they said
Oh my
and
gosh,
more.
thank God I wasn't
So
playing that.
it's
All
gonna
I
be
want
nice.
is a
But thank you,
Naruto
Christopher,
game
leading us
free
through
of
that demo.
Boruto
Thank you so
content.
much.
And if you would like to learn more about the
Why
game,
would you
we
want
recently shared a
that?
full system trailer, which
I
we will link in the
have
chat.
not kept up with
Wonderful. And don't
Boruto,
forget,
and
viewers
from
at home,
like
that
from
Patapon
what I hear,
1+2
it
replay
doesn't
will be
feel like
released
I
on
want
July
to.
11th, and it'll be playable
I
on
think
they-
PlayStation 5, 5
You're
I
better
kind
off.
of feel like they're
Switch
gonna
and
stop
PC.
playing,
There's only 1 week to
stop
go.
making
So,
fighting
thank
games
you
based on
once again,
anime.
Krista, for
Yeah,
taking us
exactly.
through the
Just make
first step in our
regular-
journey.
Make something else.
Original stories.
Yeah.
Coming up next, we'll travel to a mythical land
Well, not just
in Toa and the
original
Guardians of
stories,
the
but just
Sacred Tree.
make them not fighting games.
Yes, that too.
Welcome.
Feels so awkward.
new IP developed by
Oh, there's
Toa,
Toa and the Guardians thing.
Oh yeah, that game looks awesome.
Bonds, blades, and
That's
bravery
all right.
decide the fate of all. You could explore this far-off mystic realm where the game launches September 19th. Today, we'll hear from game producer Nagaoka-san as he takes us deeper into the game mechanics and some brand new gameplay. And keeping an eye out in chat for a special custom PC giveaway starting right now.
What?
Oh, they're having a contest in chat.
配信をご覧の皆さん、こんにちは。トアと真珠の祈り子たちのプロデューサーの長岡大輔です。本日は未公開の映像やプレイ映像とともにゲームの魅力をしっかりお伝えできたらなと思っておりますので、ぜひ最後までご覧いただけると嬉しいです。本作はオリエンタルな世界観の中で刀と杖を駆使したハイスピードなアクションが楽しめるローグライトゲームです。
Well, when I saw the gameplay, it did look like
キャラ
Hades.
クターの中から2キャラクターを選
Yeah,
び、
that is
フロア
true.
の敵を一掃しながら
I'm just like
ダンジョンの奥へ
getting
進んでいき
kind of
ま
like
す。部屋を
in
ク
the
リア
way
する
that
と
most of
ランダム
indie
に
games
発
now
生
are
する
always trying to
音
go
調
the
と呼ばれる報
roguelite
酬
route.
で
Just
キャラクターの能力を強化す
Well,
る
it's
ことが
kind of
で
like
き
the
るの
whole
で、
Souls
どんどん
thing,
自分を
like
強化
the
していきな
Souls
がら
bloat.
部屋を進み、ボス
Yeah.
が待つダンジョンの奥を目指しましょう。
I mean, if it works, it works.
Or
else they wouldn't keep using those kind of mechanics.
But what's cool is like you can do something in the same genre so long as you add to it, and this has a cool art style and a big cast of
主人
characters.
公トアを操作して
Mhm.
8人の仲間たちの能力の強化や刀作りなどを行ってダンジョンをより攻略しやすくすることができます。個性豊かな里
If I
の
get this, I'll
トアが
definitely
繰
be
り広げ
playing
る
as
サイ
the
ドストーリ
koi
ーに
fish.
もぜひご注目ください。本日はダンジョン内でのプレイヤブルキャラクターとなる祈り子たちに関する初公開の映像をご
I
用
was
意いた
gonna
し
say, you
ま
want
し
to
た。
play as
こ
Gobi
ちらをご覧くだ
from
さい。
Breath of Fire? Gobi gets the fish. The Breath of
There
Fire
he is.
game from Capcom.
So
Yeah,
swole.
I was gonna say, I think I know why you want to play as him now.
The animation is funny.
It is pretty charming.
Oh, he's here. We got a fishtail.
No matter what, we plunge onward. Ha! Yeah! I shall end you. Ha! Yeah! Yeah!
Yeah! With all my might. Oh!
Wasn't that Charmy or Charmy?
This shall serve me
That's
well.
who it sounded like.
Yeah!
Special move. Chaos annihilation blade.
What's the max player count? You 4?
I must not
I don't even know.
destroy
Is this
blade.
co-op?
With our hands
It looks co-op.
will not lose.
Or it's just tag along NPCs?
Well, you could probably do either way.
Because you can swap around.
今回は8人の祈り
But I don't
の
know if it'll be
中から
online.
烈火と錦の
Might
2
just
人
be
を
offline.
紹介します。烈火は侍のような見た目
I
の
feel like that'd be kind of
里にあ
dumb
る
if they
道場の師
decided
範を務める
to
ほど
not
の
make
剣の
it
達人です。
online with the way that they
一方
are
でトアのことが大好き
showing
な
off
キャラ
like
ク
this
ターで、
potential
トアの言う
look
ことは
for
全肯定しちゃうキャラ
multiplayer
さが
play.
見ていてとても微笑ましいキャラクターで、
Yeah.
個人的にも大好きなキャラクターの一人です。
If you look on how
Action の面
that
では
particular like
連続
red
攻撃と
stop look, it
範囲
looked like
攻
they
撃の
would have like
種類を
enough
持って
room
い
to
て
put
非常
like
にバランスの
two
取れ
other
た使いや
places
すい
for
キャラク
people
タ
to
ー
sit
で
at,
最
so
初に触るキャ
I
ラクタ
can
ーとしても
only
かなり
bet that
おすすめで、
there'll
実際
be
チュートリア
a
ルのキャラクターは
online multiplayer play.
錦はかなりインパクトのある見た目をしていますが、実はとても信心深く硬派なキャラクター
And
です。
unique dialogue between characters. I used to love that about
いつか
Evolve.
モニア神に出会えるという教
Yeah,
え
that
を
is
信じて、
that is really
ぶらぶら
nice.
旅を続けており、マガツ討伐も人助けの一環として参加しています。アクションでは個人的には烈火と並んで使いやすいキャラクターかなと思います。移動を兼ねた攻撃だったり広範囲の連撃で縦横無尽に気持ちよくダンジョンを攻略することができると思います。この見た目で泳げないっていう設定もとってもチャーミングで、チームメンバーに一番
He
受けが良かったの
literally
も
looks like he can't swim, he says.
He says the fish can't swim?
That's what he said. He thought he looks like he can't
ゲーム
swim.
の内容やシステムはもちろん個性豊かなキャラクターたちに焦点を当てたコンテンツにもぜひご期待ください。ありがとうございました。それではスタジオにお戻しします。
Oh yeah, Killer Within. Let's see if they're adding new shit.
There's a new Death Note game.
Yeah, I have it. It's fun.
I kind of
When
don't.
are they adding
like,
new content to it though?
Yeah, I think I don't like about the weird, this weird figures that you used to play. It's kind of weird. They couldn't just like make them look more like the characters, like.
Well,
actually-
they're just using them based off of
The premium models look like the characters.
They're just using those particular things because those were the little finger puppets that L used to represent like Kira and all that.
So yeah, so it looks like they did add new stuff. New
roles coming. That's all it says. Nothing.
Pac-Man is one of the most
Oh.
recognizable characters in all
Shadow
of gaming.
Labyrinth.
But
Yeah.
a dark
Edgelord
alternate take on
Pac-Man,
the
here we
iconic
go.
Hungry Hero as a 2D
Yeah, this is supposed to be a
action
dark
platformer
Pac-Man
is
game.
coming when Shadow
It's supposed to
Labyrinth
be
launches
based off of
July
that,
18th. And Noah
or
is
that
here to
episode
talk more
of
about it.
How's it going, Cindy?
God,
Well,
what was that?
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Well, that
Secret Level.
episode, that episode actually is based off of this, I believe.
I
Based
did.
off
It was
of
a
this,
great
uh,
honor.
Some
yeah.
of the
I'm glad
episodes
to
from
be the
Secret Level
harbinger
were for games that
of
hadn't
that.
even come out yet.
And revealing some new
Yeah.
gameplay today.
That's right.
Wasn't one of
In
them
Shadow
supposed to be for
Labyrinth, players will
Concord?
take on
It was.
Swordsman number 8.
That's what
And
I
they
was.
still
they're-
released
they're-
that episode after.
That episode. Well, I mean,
I didn't watch the
As in
episode.
Puckman,
no, I
the
watched the whole
game's original name?
That's
season.
right, you really
that
know your
one was
Pac-Man.
the
There's
weakest
lore?
one. So,
Really?
If I told you
Yeah.
that the
Fitting.
Amazon Prime Video secret level Pac-Man episode is a prequel to the events of Shadow Labyrinth, and that Shadow Labyrinth's story takes place in an interconnected universe whose timeline canonically connects games like Bosconian.
They got a little
Doug.
Pac-Man right
There's
there,
even a
look.
big reference to Splatterhouse.
Oh my gosh. Well,
That's
that
cool.
is crazy, and I am so here for it.
Okay.
I also really like how the Pac-Man maze inspired the game's massive map.
That's right. It's very Pac-Man, and you can eat your enemies.
Pac-Man and I have that in common. I'm kidding. But isn't that the most important thing about Pac-Man? So are there other Pac-Man things twisted to the dark side?
Yes, and Seigo Aizawa, Shadow Labyrinth's producer, has prepared a message just about that.
We're probably going to get like edgelord like bosses of the ghosts from the Pac-Man games.
it's actually, I think the game is pretty good though.
Oh yeah, I think the game looks like it'd be
I mean,
pretty
it's not,
fun.
it's not, it doesn't really feel like a Pac-Man game, but of course they said it's a dark version of it, so I guess I would still probably play it.
Oh, here,
eventually.
oh yeah, here are the ghosts, Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Claude.
Yeah.
They should add Spooky from Pac-Man World 2. Anyone play Pac-Man World 2?
Thank you, Aizawa-san, and a happy
I
45th
didn't know there was a
anniversary
Pac-Man
to
World 1.
Pac-Man.
That's right, 45
Yeah,
amazing years.
I think I've
And
played
we knew that this being a
Pac-Man
year
World,
of impact, it was the right time to bring players a
but I
Pac-Man
don't remember
experience
too.
like never
But even still,
Perfect. Well, I'm
they
excited
did
to see it
re
because
Pac-Man World.
Aizawa-san
Yeah, they remastered the
mentioned
first
some
one.
exclusive
I'm talking
gameplay?
the second
That's
one
right.
on
Let's jump
GameCube.
into it.
Had this ghost called
Perfect.
Spooky
Well,
that the
off the
ghosts
bat,
revive, and he was
where
like
in
the
the game
final
are we?
boss.
Okay, so
Oh, really?
spoilers. We are deep into the game. You're seeing a whole bunch of things that a player would have already earned, and we're going to
Oh,
see
of course,
a boss
of
battle
course they
that
got
is
upgrades.
really far in. So that being said,
That's what
let's
they're
get
Skill
started.
tree.
I'm not
Before we
surprised
go,
about
we
that.
need to equip some perks.
Okay, so
I mean, the game is
tell
supposed to be
me what
basically a
I'm looking at here.
Metroidvania.
So,
Looks
so I
like so.
mentioned they're equipped.
Oh,
with
yeah, I
basically
could
you get to
definitely
customize
see
your
that.
loadout. These will enhance your abilities. They're acquired through crafting in the game, and we gave ourselves a little bit more health, as you can see, and the ability to dash much larger, which will help in the battle.
perfect. So it sounds like you can customize your loadout.
Exactly, yeah, to suit your playstyle, depending on if you want to dodge or parry.
And then these towers.
All right,
with
those
classic
towers are-
Pac-Man ghost colors.
That's
Yeah.
right. So that
Yeah, that's what I already
location
say, those
will
have
look
got the
familiar
colors
to
of the
people who saw
ghost.
the Amazon Prime secret level Pac-Man episode. Very familiar there. And each of those colors, of course, corresponds to the 4 ghosts. But in this game, they're known as the G-hosts.
The G-host, and there's a G-host dropping in right
G-host?
now.
That's right. Parasitic organisms
Yeah, that's
that
what
you
the
encounter multiple times throughout
guy
the
was
course
talking
of the game.
about.
But this is the battle with the final form of the G-host based on Blinky. Right on cue. Red Brogza Terius Gilba.
Oh my gosh, that's a mouthful.
It is. It is. Brogza is
He
basically
looks nothing like him.
term for a core. And,
What are you talking about?
Terrace,
He's red, just like
hand,
the ghost.
There you go.
He also has eyes,
This guy
you know,
is
blinking,
really
right?
powerful right off the bat.
Oh, I see.
Focusing on the combat here. Dodging and slashing, you have to be super precise to even.
I just want to know what they did
Yeah, there's
did
the
to Claude.
dodge. I'm seeing red and blue.
They probably won't
That's
show
right.
him.
So his face will flash
I
red
know.
and blue. If it flashes red, it means you can parry his attack. And blue means you need to get the heck out of the way, which we just did using the grapple.
I want to see what they did to Pinky.
Perfect. Well, okay, let's talk a little bit about, I'm seeing bottom left-hand corner. There's a red flashing, there's a blue.
That's right. So on the left, we've got our parry equipped because you can choose whether or not to parry. Oh, wait, hold on that point. This is Gaia. So this is basically the power pellet of this game. It makes you super OP. You can really wreck house with enemies, but it's time limited. That meter on the top left that just expired was our Gaia meter.
Okay, and we'll go back to talking about that bottom left-hand corner, but I want to stay on Gaia for a second. So how do we increase that meter?
So throughout the course of the game, you can kill enemies, but you can also stun them and then eat them. And then that helps to not only gain you resources to use in crafting to acquire things from the shop, but also to fill up that Gaia meter so you can get back into super OP mode.
Okay. So now going back to the bottom left, it sounds like one of those is defensive and one of those is offensive. Is that always the case?
That's right. So you would have seen, so it can be the case depending on what you equip.
Oh, okay.
And but right now, the left trigger is parry, and the right trigger is, or the right triangle is.
Yeah, I won't lie, it
hotspot,
does
which
look
is
like it'd be
basically
pretty
stun.
fun.
And you would have seen
Looks
that
challenging
when
a
you
bit.
execute that, the boss will turn white, just like that.
Perfect
to
timing.
allow us to sort of get in some extra hits.
They
there
should
and
turn
try to
blue
dodge
instead.
This huge attack with our active grappling hook.
And then I see that red bar just shot up. What is that?
That's right. So, so the red bar in the top left is your ESP meter. And so this will be consumed in larger, or smaller chunks based on a variety of different moves. So there's using Puck Spark, there's even dashing.
It's basically
using your
it's
grappling
basically your
hook,
stamina
so
bar.
everything consumes that. So you need to be really
Ugh,
careful
so-
with what the moves are and be strategic, because otherwise,
could
if
tell
you
it's a
run out of
stamina bar.
ESP, then you won't be able to do anything and you'll be dead in the water.
It's a Soulsvania.
You can't dodge efficiently.
Okay.
Those are
okay.
becoming
So
more of
all
a
about
thing.
managing that bar.
Yeah.
And-
Speaking of managing bars, we got his stun meter all the way to the top there just a moment ago. So red was totally out of commission for a couple of seconds there, letting us get some really great downward slashes.
Perfect. And then we're stunned again. That white.
That's right,
Red's
yeah.
white.
So that
like
that
the
was
stagger
Puck Spark, one of the
system.
ESP skills that we have equipped to the triangle button. And there's a bunch of different ones that are different types of attacks that you want to use in different areas of the game. But Puck Spark was really the best friend for us to equip in this battle.
And we haven't talked about top right, 521.
Right.
What the heck is going on over there?
So that's aura. It's yellow. It looks like a pack dot. That's done on purpose. These are collected throughout the game. It's one of the game's, saying game a lot, in-game currency, and you use that to upgrade your sword strength, your health, and a couple of other things as well.
Okay.
There we
And
go.
we got him.
We got
I
him.
mean, but we got him.
We can say we.
We got him.
It's a collective we, right?
But this is only one of 4 of the G-hosts that you will encounter throughout the game, but also these big final battles at the end.
And real fast, G-host.
that's probably only
what
showing
does
him.
that stand for something?
The
Yeah. I
G
think
does
it should be
stand
R3.
for something, but I don't think I should reveal that just yet.
Just out of time. Just out of time. Well, thank you so much for that reveal and deep dive. When does Shadow Labyrinth come out again?
Shadow Labyrinth comes out later this month on July 18th, coming to
Okay.
PC and consoles. There is a really cool collector's edition available from the Bandai Namco store. It includes a game map that has UV-activated secrets, pins, like my little puck right here, an art journal, and much more.
Never seen a
Good match.
UV activated
Good old
map.
match, Noah.
This
For
is-
more, check out the
That is
Shadow
pretty cool.
Labyrinth channel in the official
Yeah.
Pac-Man Discord server and follow Shadow Labyrinth Game on Instagram.
Thanks.
It's time to navigate through a brand new world of delusions in Little Nightmares 3.
I know a
Oh,
lot of
well,
people are
Nightmares
really
3.
looking forward to this game.
Yeah,
Are you ready
I know
to
that Fuse
face
Z
your
just on
childhood fears?
Rumble is.
Perfect, because we recently revealed that the
If I remember
highly
correctly, I think
anticipated
they're
atmospheric
really cheap
adventure
right
game Little
as of right
Nightmares
now
3
that's
is
currently
launching
going on the
October 10th.
summer
Well,
sale
thank
on
you.
Playable
Steam.
demo will be coming to San
No,
Diego
yeah, she might be
Comic-Con.
thinking about Hollow
Now
Knight.
let's take a look at
I
the
don't think Hollow
latest stage revealed
Bandai.
in last week's brand showcase.
No, the Little Nightmare games are like really cheap right now
Hi,
on
I'm
Steam.
Coralie Feniello, producer on Little Nightmares 3.
I never
The
really
game will
played
release
them.
on October 10th, 2025, and I can't wait to see our
I've always
fans and
wanted
players
to
dive into this
try them
exciting
out, but I
yet
just never
disturbing new nightmare.
had a chance to
In Little
actually
Nightmares
do
3,
so.
The
the
title
journey
is
of
kind
Will
of
and
like,
Ellen,
it
our
seems
two
like
friends,
a
are traveling
child's
to several
nightmare.
locations, trying to find a way out of the nowhere.
But I guess that's the appeal.
Now, let's have a sneak peek at one of these places with this trailer.
Yeah, it's just a fun time at a carnival in this one.
We know what that means.
Supermissive Games actually makes this? I thought they were more interactive movie people. So that's cool, they actually do have something with a little more gameplay. But I
Yeah.
still like their games. You know, they made Until Dawn.
Yeah.
Wow, this theme park sucks!
I mean, the only thing I could really say about it is like, yeah, this is more Little Nightmares.
Well, this makes the movie 9 look cheerful.
God, I haven't thought about that movie in a long time.
Yeah, it's underrated.
Oh, it really is. Oh, there's a enhanced edition of the first one? Okay. Wait, they put... I hate it when games do that, when they put, like, additional story stuff.
Wow,
that...
how many special editions does this game have?
17.
Ready, check, because it's time to party in everybody's golf hotshots. Thank you, Krista. We've got Krista back on stage.
Okay, so we're talking about golf.
Everybody golfs.
I'm sorry about the puns. Welcome, Krista.
Thank you. I'm so
I think
excited
you said
to be
hot
back.
shots golf.
And
but,
before we
yeah.
start, are you a golf fan, Connor?
I've played
Mini golf?
mini golf. I'm
I think
sorry.
I've seen you play mini golf before.
I'm so sorry. I'm not very good at all.
But fortunately, today's game is truly for everyone. Everybody's Golf Hot Shots is a return to form for the long-running series. You can see we have a number of different modes.
Oh, you're looking forward to
Let's
Little
go down.
Nightmares,
How about this
Michael?
over here?
Nice.
I love the splash shot. It looks phenomenal. Oh.
We got single player here, but there's so many different things. There's campaign, online tournaments, some new party modes with wacky golf. I want to shout out.
Now, this right here, I wouldn't
There's some
mind,
solo mode.
but
There's lots of places to golf around
with
the
it being
world.
Bandai,
And I
they're
also
probably
see
going to
there is
charge
a ton of different
$60 for this, and this looks like it
Quite a lot.
should only be like
Yeah,
30
so many.
bucks at
Actually,
max.
probably the most.
I see they got guest characters.
Okay,
But we're gonna go with our
There's
very
Pac-Man.
favorite Pac-Man.
Of course, Pac-Man's in the game. I didn't know Pac-Man played
The
golf.
original.
You can play Pac-Man
Our,
as an early
yeah.
unlock.
The
and
Pac-Man
yes,
we know.
He's gonna crush it at golf. Actually.
Well,
Okay, he's experienced.
I'd say so. I think when you're ball shaped,
Right.
you're good at
You live the life of
to live the life of the ball. He's got.
I like makes little Pac-Man
Through
noises.
some grass to
Yeah.
keep the wind.
That's
that's a high level
technique.
strat. All right.
But the best thing about everybody's golf is that it might seem like a
Like
fancy
a
sport, but
perfect
the
shot.
controls are really straightforward. You see that beautiful follow through, and the
Beautiful
caddy is
shot.
just booking it right now.
It's going so fast.
Oh, that was a really good shot. I would not do good in a game like this.
As well.
You just pick your power and then you swing. So that's only 3 buttons,
So simple.
and we're already this close to the hole.
Okay, I think Pac-Man's had a little bit of practice. I think he's quite good at this.
I do believe he's under par right now too.
Okay, so I was unfamiliar with this game, and now I'm seeing it for myself. But going for not an iron, it's kind of interesting. Not a putter? Okay. I'm sorry for doubting you, Pac-Man. Of
It didn't
course.
matter, of course.
Hole in
You had it
3,
in the
huh?
bag. Who am I to
That's
judge?
really
Here's
good.
golf now, really.
Yeah.
Does he showboat?
Birdie.
Yes, he does. Lovely.
Beautiful.
Okay, nice.
Little golf claps.
Okay, so there's some other stages.
Have you all ever played
And this
like
one looks a bit
golf in
crazy.
real life?
Yeah, it looks like the
it's
the
hard.
rain's an obstacle here.
I can only.
I only play mini golf.
Raining Gothic architecture.
Yeah,
mean,
I was
I'm
gonna
home
say
already.
mini golf I played.
Yeah, so there's
Not
different
real
weather
golf.
conditions
Real
to
golf
overcome.
is
And this is another
really
feature
like
that players
frustrating.
can customize along with the time of day and wind conditions.
All right, so
as
we've
we
gone
saw
over
earlier.
this. We've
Can't
gone
imagine that
over
playing in
Little
the hype of the
Nightmares
rain
3.
is,
A
the best conditions for golf. Does that add any
that
extra challenge?
Shadow Labyrinth.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
absolutely.
remember
You can
everything
kind
to
of
let
customize
you.
Shadow
it however
Labyrinth,
you like.
My
And it
Hero.
seems like Pac-Man likes the rain today.
Everybody
He's living his
golfs.
best life. He needs to get his set.
Oh, there was
and
this
to
rhythm
adjust for
game.
the trees and any obstacles in the
Yeah.
way. Looks
Oh,
like they're
yeah.
putting some spin on the ball right here.
Patapon or whatever it's called.
And it looks like lined up just the perfect shot.
But yeah, that's
Nice
pretty much
shot.
all
Beautiful
that
Pac-Man.
you missed there,
And there-
Keyblade.
oh
Not.
my gosh, it's
We still got Dawnwalker, and we
It's
might
just a
have
little
some
short,
other
though.
surprises.
Okay, so I mean, it seems that's pretty easy for a man of Pac-Man's caliber.
Yeah. Except I think we are over par. I'm so sorry, Pac-Man. During the showcase. It's okay, we're gonna make it up.
Okay, the next one's gonna be better.
animation.
Yes, I do
Alright,
believe
okay.
Pac-Man has a little surprise for you. Just for you, Connor.
Just for me? Okay.
Yeah,
let's see what he's got.
Patapon. That's what it was,
It is.
Kenneth.
That's a nice shot. That looks great.
A beautiful
Okay.
arc into a tornado.
What? Wait, is that a hole in one?
That's a hole in one.
God damn,
Absolute
Pac-Man is a
Pac-Man.
god
I
of
knew
golf.
something we did.
Okay. Why is there a tornado on the course?
Well, like I
Tons of
said, he's a
accessibility
ball,
features,
so
or if you want to make your game harder,
He-
easier,
he
with
lived that
uppercuts
life.
Or
Right.
tornadoes
Yeah.
makes that course just a little
Like I
more
said,
challenging.
this game does look like it's fun, but if they
Yeah,
try
it's
to
probably
sell it
gonna be way
at
too
I think you
expensive.
if they try to
Thank you
sell
so
it at
much,
full
Christopher,
price,
taking us
then
through
that
Oh,
is a
wait,
major
hey,
one off.
This
Let's
game
see,
is
'cause
coming
it-
out September.
I mean,
for
wasn't the
PlayStation
original a
5,
PSP
Nintendo Switch,
game?
and Steam. So, so
I
it's time
think
they
to
had a
become
PS
golf
there we go.
gamers.
It's $40 on Steam.
How's it going, Keyblade?
That's still a little bit more than what I would really pay.
Yeah,
but,
well, at least it's not
they-
60.
Yeah, at least it ain't a full price game.
Oh, Iron
Oh,
Master's
here
gonna
we
be
go.
psyched for
Ultimate
this.
Robot Anime Clash returns in Super
Oh, yeah,
Robot
Super
Wars
Wars.
Y. With over 20 featured series, this grid-based tactical combat RPG will be ready for action on August 20th.
I almost expect him to
please
come into
enjoy
the
this
chat
special
now,
message
now that
from
this game was
producer
mentioned.
Thomas-san.
If you will it, he will
The
come.
Super Robot Wars series, a grid-based tactical combat RPG where you assemble your dream team of robots and pilots. Rise!
Now I know this game's not going to be dubbed.
Super Robot
Got too
Wars.
many,
Oh, hell no.
Order now.
Too many.
Got too many like
私
licenses,
スー
so
パ
they
ーロボ
have
ット
to.
対戦 Y のプロデューサーを務めますトマコータと申します本日はスーパーロボット
Well,
対戦シリ
they
ーズの
could
魅
just
力について
recast
ご紹介
like
してまいりま
everyone
すまず
and get new
スー
people.
パーロボット対戦ですが日本の有名なアニメーションに登場したさまざまなロボットやキャラクターたちが作品の垣根を越えて一堂に
That's
集
the
ま
one thing I
り
do like about this
構図の
particular
敵と
series
戦
is
う
that they
夢の
just
ゲームです
pick different like
ゲームジャンル
mechs
は
and robots
シミュレーション
across like a
RPG でして
huge
鍛え抜いたロボット
plethora
で
of
構成
different
した
Yeah, I saw.
series.
Isn't that that guy from
Yeah.
Godzilla?
攻略していきます。バトルでは先ほどの PV で見ていただいた通り、さまざまなロボット
Yeah, so not
戦闘ア
even
ニメーショ
just
ンが楽しめます
exclusively meant.
加えて戦闘で得た
It's
報
not-
酬
I
it's
just,
not
I
the-
just need
ステー
to
ジ
go
クリ
and
ア
log
で
on
ロボッ
stuff,
トやパイロ
and
ッ
I'll
トを
be
強化す
happy.
ることができます。こうして
はい
自分の
Oh, I know
好き
that-
なロボットに
I know that
実
Gurren
装装置を
Lagann has
組み
appeared
戦
in
場で
uh,
活躍させることがスーパー
other
ロボット対
entries
戦の
into
醍
the
醐味です
series.
また
Probably.
スーパーロボット対戦のもう一つの魅力
And of
は
course, you gotta
本
have
作
like
独自
your
の世界設定の中で複数
original
の収録
characters.
作品がクロスオーバーするオリジナルシナリオです。プレイヤーはアドベンチャーパートで戦闘に至るまでのストーリーを読み、その後シミュレーションパートに進むことでより没入感のあるシナリオ体験を得ることができます。そして本作より新たにアシストリンクという新要素を導入しております。機体に登場しないいわゆるパイロットでないキャラクターが後方から戦闘を支援するシステムがアシストリンクです。敵を撃墜することで取得できるアシストカウントを消費することでアシストクルーから戦闘を有利にするさまざまな効果を得ることができます。アシストクルーはステージへの参加や使用回数に応じてランクアップし強力になっていきます。この使えば使うほど成長するというのがポイントでして、従来のシリーズでは強化育成の要素がロボットやパイロットといった戦闘キャラクター中心でしたが、ヒロインやサブキャラといった直接戦闘に参加しないキャラにも愛を注ぐことができるようになりました。最後に改めて発売日と予約特典についてお伝えさせていただきます。スーパーロボット対戦 Y は 8月28日に発売予定でして、プレイステーション、Steam のストア
That
で
is pretty
予約を開
that
始
is
しており
pretty
ます。
interesting. I didn't
発売
realize
日
they
より
ever
前に予
did
約をしてい
anything
た
like
だく
that
と
of
3体のプレイヤブル機体や
retellings of their
追加ミッションな
stories.
どが手に入りますので、ぜひストアなどで詳細をご確認ください。そしてもう一つ情報がありまして、
Oh, we got
本
a
作に
list
登場
here.
するアニメ作品の魅力をお伝えするため、
Gundams.
作品の紹介やアニメ視聴場所をまとめた特設ページを近日公開予定です。
Oh.
スーパーロボット対
Oh,
戦
there we
1
go.
の発売までに
Down to
時間
Xeon.
がありますので、好きな作品を探してみるのも楽しいかもしれません。以上、
But then
ス
the-
ーパーロボット対戦
Go
1
ahead.
の魅力について
Oh, it's that Godzilla robot. It's
私は
specifically
スーパー
from
ロボット対戦
Singularity Point
自
on
分の好きな
Netflix.
ロボットアニメへの愛を深め、
Wasn't really a
新し
big
い
fan,
ロボ
and
ッ
I
トアニメ
liked
と
The
出会い、
Exorcist.
そしてロボットアニメというジャンルをもっともっと好きになっていく、
It didn't look
そんな
like it
特
had
別な
a
力を
Gurren
持つシ
Lagann
リーズだ
in
と
this
信じ
one.
ております。このスーパーロボット対戦の魅力をもっと多くの人に届けたい、そんな思いで私はゲームを作っております。これを機会にぜひスーパーロボット対戦 Y を手に取っていただきたいです。ご予約よろしくお願いいたします。
That's cool. The pre-orders are coming up today. Oh, there we go.
Ooh!
Oh, Motzinger.
逃がさないおとなしく敗北を受け入れてくれ撃てそうよやっちゃえインファンネルなんとかビームこいつでとどめだランスロットのスピードならば当たれナイトサーキュラーエンドマクロスをただの戦艦だと思うなよ甘いわ
Who's the orc?
I mean, I recognize some of these series, but there are some that's like, all right, that is way older than what I ever saw.
That is a very niche.
Very, yeah. I was gonna say there's some niche characters in here.
Oh yeah.
Ooh!
Oh my god.
Godzilla, Ultimate.
Is he a boss?
Ultima. I don't know.
It'd be crazy if he wasn't a boss.
Oh, they said that's right. Godzilla Singular Point.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago, we did a
Oh, here we
deep
go,
dive
baby.
into the Blood
okay.
of
Here,
Dawnwalker,
Blood of
an
Dawnwalker.
upcoming single-player open-world dark fantasy AAA RPG. In case you missed it, we have the team from Rebel Wolves here to share a bit more.
Oh yeah, the people that used to work on The Witcher 3.
Yeah, CD Projekt Red in general, pretty much.
Yeah.
And it looks so much further along than what Witcher 4 is.
Oh yeah.
Monsters have always been here. Watching from the shadows. And when we were at our weakest, they came out into the light. We feared for our lives. But we should have feared for our souls instead. The vampires didn't come to kill us. No, they came to rule. To turn us into mindless, docile cattle. Not me, though. They tried to change me into one of them. But I became something else instead.
Yeah, you became Blade.
Their worst nightmare.
But yeah, they have this cool like morality system where like
Dawnwalker.
Like you can either like embrace the vampirism or try and resist it.
Yeah. I do like it when they give you those kind of options in games like this.
Understand the evil behind it all. He is out there watching.
I think this game's also supposed to have a time limit though for beating the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
It also has like multiple.
I don't really like that though, but everything else is good. But
well, it just shows that it should have a bunch of replayability. replay viability
Hi
to
all,
it.
my name is Dominika and I'm the community lead here at
Oh,
Travis.
she's back!
I'm Marcinko, producer here at the studio. We'd like to tell you a bit about our upcoming game, The Blood of Dawnwalker.
I'll be back
It's a
again
dark
real quick. I'll
fantasy
be back.
single-player
Oh, you're
open-world
good.
RPG set in medieval Europe. In Wales
So what's
and
wrong with her,
Gotha, a
Dash?
remote valley
No.
where
She's just
all
been in all the
legends are
streams.
real
She's
and
cute. She's got a nice
okay.
cute accent.
You play as Scott,
okay.
human by day, vampire by night. As a Dawnwalker, he's caught between two worlds. His goal, to save his family from vampire lord Brancis.
The story really changes depending on how you play. We call it a narrative sandbox. You choose what to do, when to do it, and how to approach your goals.
The game also features a dual gameplay loop. So during the day, you play as human Cohen with his sword fighting skills and magic.
At night, you become a vampire, faster, stronger, with more powerful abilities. But those abilities come at a cost. You must feed, and sometimes you might lose control and hurt someone that matters to you.
The Blood of Dawnwalker is made out of love for RPGs. It's built to fully immerse you, keep you engaged, and leave lasting memories.
You can check out 20 minutes of our gameplay by scanning the QR code visible on the screen. And please don't forget to follow our channels.
I like how they do that, yet it's got the Bandai watermark right over top of it for that QR code. But yeah,
to show you the footage that
now in its 30th year.
Oh, here we go.
Entry as a franchise,
Show me some show me some more Tekken stuff.
Its story as the longest.
Who's the next
continuous
DLC
narrative
character
in gaming? And today we have Michael Murray here to give us a deeper look into the lore of Falcon Ram, the latest character addition to Tekken 8, coming to early access next week on July 7th.
I think that's a new character. I don't recognize him.
Hello, this is Michael, producer of Tekken 8. Tekken 8 is the latest numbered entry in the legendary 3D fighting game series.
Yeah, because it looked like the character was dressed up as a Muay Thai fighter.
Today, I'd like to introduce the second additional character of Season 2, Falcon Ram. Falcon Ram is a national hero of Thailand and an undefeated Muay Thai champion who reigns supreme. He made his first appearance in Tekken 7, instantly standing
Damn,
out
this
with
guy looks cool.
Oh, wow!
2 meters tall, and the striking markings on his body. These patterns are known as Lichtenberg figures, or lightning scars.
He's from
said to
Thailand.
have been etched into his skin when he miraculously survived a lightning strike as a child. Also known as the title Thunderstruck, he is known for his overwhelming power and high fight IQ in the ring.
Well, I mean, that makes sense because Muay Thai originated from Thailand.
On his back, Falcon Ram bears a sakyant, a traditional Thai tattoo with spiritual meaning. This intricate design was personally drawn by a revered monk residing in Thailand. Each of the two sections, upper and lower, carries its own distinct significance. Traditionally, sakyant normally are kind of a
talking about
reward that protects the fighter, but it also has various meanings, which could be strength, courage, health, or even success. So particularly the tiger itself is usually used to symbol courage or strength. We hope players
the
will
new
take
character?
note of this detailed element.
Yeah,
as it embodies deep
a Muay Thai
cultural
fighter
roots
from
of both
Thailand.
And Muay Thai.
Mm.
Interestingly, the same monk actually performed a blessing ceremony to pray for the success of Tekken 8.
That's cool.
There.
For motion capture, the team worked with Nadaka Yoshinari, the first Japanese fighter ever to unify both prestigious Muay Thai titles, Rajadamnan and Lumpini.
That's
And
cool.
we have him here today.
鉄拳ファンの皆さん、こんにちは。ワンスポーツジムの石原奈々です。よろしくお願いします。
By incorporating Nadaka's movements, the team was able to deliver animations that truly capture the authenticity and impact of Muay Thai.
God, he's a monster at that height.
Oh
So
man, he is.
Nadaka
Yeah, like the
actually
body
did
is
the
so
motion
like
capture
unique. It's like
and
he's really tall yet like super like.
そうですね。
Mhm.
初めて自分モーションキャプチャーをやらせてもらったんですけど、ムエタイ特有の一発一発重みのある攻撃とキレのある攻撃っていうのが忠実に再現されていてすごく感動しました。
This character specializes in controlling the fight with his massive reach and powerful heavy-hitting Muay Thai techniques. He might not be the fastest, but his sheer power is a force to reckon with. If you enjoy characters who apply pressure with devastating single hits rather than relying on a flurry of smaller attacks, then this is the character for you.
I will say this. Have y'all ever seen like the little training videos that Muay Thai fighters have to do?
This character is a result of a
Oh,
collaborative effort.
and it is
Many
intense.
individuals
Like
contributing
they have
the
to like
carefully crafted
one of the things they have to do, if I remember correctly, is they have to like
exhilarating one-hit
kick down
knockouts
whole
until
bamboo
Falcon
shoots
Ron
with
brings
nothing but like their
So that's all about
legs,
Falcon
just
Ron.
kicking it
actually
with like
personally one of my
their
favorite characters in the series
shins,
to date.
just
I
to
can't wait
just
to
to
have
build
everyone
up
have
just to
their
build
hands
up that muscle strength in that area,
Falcon
since
Ron
that's
will
one
be
of your
available for early
major
access
areas that you're
starting July 8th
attacking
or
with.
July 7th PDT.
So you're
For those
pretty much
who
cutting
like in Bloodsport.
The official release begins on
Yeah,
July
like
11th.
like I said,
or
you're
July
literally just cutting down a whole entire
More details about Falcon Ron
bamboo
will
shoot
be
just by
revealed in a
just
special live
kicking
stream
it.
scheduled for the day before
Mhm.
early access. Don't miss it.
It's insane the training regiments that Muay Thai fighters have to do.
Experience the world.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the Diamond DLC
Kakarot
for
series
Diamond DLC for Kakarot.
experience in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. You can
Oh,
enjoy
that's
this
interesting.
downloadable content even if you haven't finished the main story. In this video, we'll introduce the features added to this new downloadable content.
That DLC costs a lot though, so.
Goku finds himself
Oh, does it?
transformed into a small
Well, they've been
Yeah.
adding
form as a
DLC to
result
this
of a
game for
nefarious
forever.
To rescue
Which
the kidnapped
which
Dende and reclaim
amazes
his
me because this
original
game came out
Goku sets off
like
on a
5 years
thrilling
ago.
adventure filled with action and danger, joined
Well,
by Glorio,
it doesn't have as much DLC as Xenoverse 2 does.
It's got me
True.
really pumped up.
Well, at least they brought Goku's original kid voice
now they got
actress
Field-
back for this one too.
Yeah, he's the 70 of Dawn. He's also doing the voice of Goku in the dub of Daima.
completely unlike Earth. The skies of the third demon world are choked with volcanic gases, weighing down the air and making flight a real challenge. But fret not. With Sky Seed, you can instantly travel to places you've already visited, making world exploration a breeze. Scattered across the field are treasure chests filled with helpful items to aid you in your adventure. You may also come across something called Demon
They could
World
easily
Rumors
they could use this type of mechanic for an actual Dragon Ball game.
There are plenty
Yeah.
of rare items hidden on the floating islands, so be sure
You know,
to
the
explore
Daima story
thoroughly.
actually makes for a really good open world thing, more so than the original Dragon Ball story.
You might get to see a side of Pansy that wasn't shown in the
No,
anime.
I haven't seen too much of the original base Kakarot game.
Oh, that's still a good game.
Not only can you test your skills against
There
the
is a lot
Katan
of, like,
Castle's
exploration
warriors
in
and
it, too.
Glorio, like in the anime, but you will also face off against trolls, goblins, and other creatures that inhabit the third demon world. Some enemies will use attacks that can cause status effects like burns and poison, so get ready to strategize and take on more intense battles. Medibugs are the key to curing status effects, so keep
Honestly,
an eye
this
out
looks
and
like
gather
a
as many as
completely
you
like
can
new
to stay
game, more so than DLC.
Yeah, I can definitely see
Your
that.
companions, Glorio, Supreme Kai, and
Yeah, a lot of that's
Pansy,
not-
each bring unique abilities
not
to
in the
support
actual, like,
Goku. Work together
main game,
and
but-
overcome enemies.
Something happened to your webcam galaxy?
Keep up the pressure.
I'll follow
What
your
the heck?
lead.
Somehow my it automatically turned it off when restream.
Fishing, hunting, and other familiar activities from the main story are still here for you to enjoy. This downloadable content is packed with tons of exciting content, so jump in and explore the third demon world to your heart's content.
Yeah, so this was part 1, so part 2 it'll just introduce Kid Vegeta and Kid Piccolo into it.
Kakarot Daima Edition, which features
Oh,
the main
also
game
the
and
boobs.
the Daima adventure through the
Yeah.
Demon Realms.
Oh, is that a
pack
Switch
will also
version?
be available for sale.
Yes.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, there is a Switch version of the game.
yeah.
But like there was a case.
Agents unravel
here we
a
go.
mystery through time
Yes!
and parallel worlds. Up next, we take a deeper look at Digimon Storytime Stranger
This game's
to
gonna
learn
kill
more
Pokemon,
about
I
the
know
features
it.
of this riveting RPG.
I would love that to happen. I don't see it happening though. There are
皆
way
さんこん
too
にちは
many
デジモンストーリータイムストレンジャーのプロデューサーを担当しています原と申します
normies that will only go after Pokemon just for the
What?
sake of
I
being
used to be
Pokemon.
one of them. I used to be one of them. I'm so fed up with Pokemon now. I'm ready to give Digimon more of a chance. I used to be one of them when I was a little kid. This looks so awesome, though.
The world of Digimon live?
Yeah, I like that. This is actually kind of tough. The last Digimon story games was not really had it at all, so like the Cyber Sleuth games are all in Japanese.
いかがでしょうか
This is also delving into a portion of the Digimon series that we don't really see too much of when it comes to like the what's the like it seems like how they usually tend to only focus on like characters that revolve around like the oh my gosh, why am I blanking on the name? It's the Royal Knights, like Omnimon, Alphamon, and all that. This one is going to be focusing more on the 12 Olympians, which is supposed to be like the 12 Knights from like, but they're from a whole completely different server of the digital world.
I do not understand anything you said.
Yeah, the deep lore of Digimon is, yeah, it goes places.
So you get to choose your starter.
Yeah, just like how you could in the other Digimon story games. And I actually like the lineup that they have for this one.
Well, it also looks like they have like this human-looking one.
Oh yeah, he is very important with the 12 Olympian Digimon.
特にキーとなるキャラクターミソの祈りとアイギオモンこの2人が紡ぐ絆の形にぜひご注目いただきたいです。また物語は今作オリジナルの内容となっていますのでシリーズ前作のファンの皆さんもこれから初めてデジモンゲームを遊ぶ方も全く新しい体験ができるのではと思っています。冒険の中では賑やかな新宿秋葉原とデジタルワールドのさまざまなエリアを行き来します。前作デジモンストーリーシリーズではデジタルワールドへ行くことはほとんどなくその手前の電脳世界と人間世界との行き来が主でしたが
Looks like it has more exploration than the other ones. Like a whole lot more open world exploration. Yeah, the other ones are very, very retained. They have like fixed cameras and stuff like that.
How many Digimon story games have there been in this story series?
Alright, well, they all started back on the original DS. There's about Digimon Story World DS or Digimon World Story DS. Then there was two separate ones that came out later were like Dawn and Dusk. Those were DS games as well, but then there was a couple that never released outside of Japan that were for the PSP, which is where a couple of characters that you encounter in the Cyber Sleuth games originally came from. Now you got the Cyber Sleuth, so then you got this one. So there's like at least 6 or 7 story games.
複数の付け替えが可能なアタッチメントスキルの2種を
Looks like there's a lot of customization, a lot of stat boosting, a lot deeper than Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
ならではの要素としてエージェントが持つデジバイスと仲間デジモン
I hate what they've done to Pokemon, man. It's so depressing how they've babied it.
Wait, did they just show it off that the Digivice turns into a gun?
Yeah, it looks like they have a gun that boosts the Digimon. So edgy.
1体のデジモンから様々な形態に進化できるだけでなく他の進化経路の解放や成長限界に達した際にあえて退化する選択も
One thing about this that I like too, it's more party based for the battles. Yeah, because the other one, I mean, Pokemon doesn't normally have party based anyway, but most of the time it's just one-on-one. Other times you can have like two or two or something like that. That's about it.
Oh, you got ability
デジモンの
trees
育成やパラメーターに関わ
for
る
the
様々
player.
なスキルを
That's
解放できるた
cool.
め、積極的にミッションをこなして、
It's
エー
probably
ジェントとして
like
レベルアッ
passive
プしてい
stuff
きましょ
for
う。
all of them.
新たな
Like
デジモン
all
は
the
バトルで
Digimon and
敵デ
stuff.
ジモンを倒
Oh,
し出
yeah.
現率を上げ、コンバートをすることで獲得可能です。バトルをすればするほど仲間デジモンは増えていき、育成の幅も広がっていきます。育成可能なデジモンは450体以上います。お気に入りのデジモンを集中して育成する
That sounds about right.
多くのデジモンを収集し、幅広い
It's
育
more
成を
than
行う
like the
もので
modern
し
Pokemon
あなた
games
だけの
put
遊び
in.
方を見つけて、ぜひデジモンたちの冒険を楽しんでください。次はデジモンたちが住む世界についてお話ししていきます。これは主人公一行が初めて訪れるデジタルワールドイリアスの街セントラルタウンです。
That's one thing I like.
デジモンで溢れており、
That's something I like
冒険に必要な
about
アイ
it
テ
too,
ムを
because
入手
about
でき
that
るショ
here,
ップや
because
デジモンたちが
the
集うちょ
Digimon,
っとおしゃれなバー
yo,
もあります。
they actually have like an actual
主人公は
world
ここ
to
で
visit
この
now.
街を治めるメルクリモン
The other ones,
から電波
Yeah,
塔の
because
異
you
常な
couldn't
状態で依
explore
頼を受けることになります。
Oh no, the only time that you ever got to really explore the digital world in the Cyber Sleuth games was like right at the very end of the game.
構造や密度感、BGM など活気に満ち満ち
Yeah,
た
they were more like
次
a
の冒険も頑張ろうと思
because
え
they
るよ
were
う
called
な
cyber
そんな
sleuth.
空
They
間
were
作
more
り
like
を
in a
意識しています。
cyberspace type of thing, weren't they? For
イリアス
some
には
Now,
様
me
々
as
な
a
エリアが
Digimon normie,
それ
do
ぞ
you
れが
think
世
I'll
界
be
観
able
的
to
にも
like
ゲ
pick
ーム
up
性的にも意味の
on
ある
like
設計がなされ
the
ています。
20 plus years of lore I missed?
次はメニュー画面を見ていきましょう。
Well, see, that's the
I think
thing
so.
though.
メニューではデジモン
Because
の
they said it's
進
going to
化
be for new
対価
fans
カス
too.
タマイズ、パーティーの編成等が可能です。
Well, like I said,
進化
this
対
is
価にはそれ
exploring
ぞれ条件があ
a
り、例えば
different
進化であれば
server
一定の
of
パ
the
ラメータ
digital
値を満
world
たす
that
ことが
doesn't
基本
get
です。
explored nearly enough as
中
the
に
one
は
that
特殊
we
な条件もあ
usually
り、
stick with.
特定のアイテムが必
So
要で
it's
あ
not
った
like
り、
you're going to
特定
be
の性格
seeing
になってい
stuff
ない
that
と進化ができない
will
等
be
のパターン
completely
も
out of
存在
place
します
from
So
what you.
I did watch
デジモンのカ
Frontiers
スタ
as
マ
a
イズでは
kid,
それ
but
ぞ
I
れの個
know
性に
like a
応じ
lot
た
of
アタッ
fans
チメン
don't
トスキ
like
ルや
that one.
装備
I
品の
don't
装
know
着を
why
行いま
I
す。
liked it. Like,
It's
but it's
because-
like only my
デザインを
real
回すのか、
exposure to
苦手を補
Digimon
強
was
するのか、
Frontiers.
ガ
I
ンガ
think
ン
it's
詰める
because
のか、
the
サポート的な立ち回りを
humans
させる
actually
のかな
changed
ど
it to Digimon.
戦力
and
が
But I
難し
thought
い
that was cool.
他にどのようなデジモ
Yeah,
ンが
that
仲間
is
になっている
cool,
か次第で
but
もカスタマ
it's
イズの
the
方向
appeal
性は
of
変わっ
what
てくるでしょう。
made Digimon really
パーティー
cool.
は
Like
6体のデジモンによ
I
って
have,
構
I
成
always
され、
ask this
その
question
中
when
か
it
ら
comes
3
to like
体をバトル
Pokemon
で
and
出すこと
Digimon.
にな
Would
り
you
ます。
rather have just a
さらに物語
party
の中
of
心となるアイ
six
ギ
little
オモンはプラス
creatures
もう
that
一
you
体として
barely
戦闘に参加
interact
しま
with
すの
that
で、
just hang out
彼
and
を
ball
戦闘でどう
all
生
the
かすかも
time
パーティー
that
編
you
成
can't
を考える上での重要な指
understand
標
what it
に
is
な
they're
ることで
saying,
しょ
or
う。
would you rather have one
マップ上には
creature
様々な敵デジ
that
モン
is
がお
your
り、
that
シンボ
is
ルエカウン
your
トでバトルが始まり
quintessential
ます。
partner that you can
バトルで
actually
は種族と
communicate
属性
with?
の相性が非常に重要です。
yeah, they actually speak
敵
in
デジモンとの相
language
性
in
が
an
悪ければ、機
understandable
械の3体
language.
と交代することをお勧めします。交代は自分のターンであれば行動数の消費なしで何度も行うことが可能ですので、慎重にバトルを進めていきましょう。戦闘に勝利すると敵デジモンのスキャン率が上昇、 100% 以上になることでコンバートし、新たな仲間デジモンを生み出すことが可能です。
If you want a good
最後に
Dash,
バ
if
ト
you
ルを
want
見て
a
みましょう。
good exposure
各ボスには
to
通常戦闘にはない
Digimon, I would
何らかの
recommend
ギミッ
that
ク
you
があり
check
ま
out
す。
the Digimon Survive game.
例えばこのパロットモ戦で
Oh,
は
is that good?
Yeah, the one
定
that
期的に
just
落ちて
came
くる
out.
雷に当たるとダメージを受け、
Yeah,
パロ
pretty
ット
much
モ
just
へ落ち
think
ると
of it
敵を
being
回
like
復してしまいま
a
す。
alternate
基本的に
retelling
は
of
この逆
season
境に真っ
one.
向から立ち向かわなくてはならないのですが、ちょっとした隠し要素とし
Yeah,
て
it's an alternate
特定のデジモン
version
をパーティーに入れておくことで相手の回復を防ぐことが可能にもなっています。
But it is
クロス
a
アーツは
visual
ボスバトルにおいて
novel
必要不可欠な
most
大
of the
技とな
time.
りま
Like
す。
it's
敵デジモンの弱点を
70%
つくことで
visual
クロスア
novel,
ーツゲージを早く貯めること
30%
がで
like
きるため、
actual
こ
like
の点にお
uh,
いてもやはり
Well,
敵との
I
相
strategy
性が
RPG
重要になってきます。これまでの知
I
識と経
think
験、
um,
そしてデジモンたちとの絆を総動員し、迫り来る強敵を打ち倒してください。
Discotheque
内容について
got
少し
some
でも楽しんでい
Digimon
ただけましたでしょうか
Yeah.
maybe I'll
世界
order
をまた
stuff
ぐ
from
ストーリ
there.
ー戦
Yeah,
略的な
the
単
way
性
that
バトル
yeah, what
そして
Discotheque
多
done
種
is
多
is
様な
that
デジ
they're
モンの収集と
releasing
育成を楽しめるデジモンストーリー
Blu-rays
タイムストレ
of
ンジャー
the
は従来の
original
デジモン
series
ファン
and
の
they're
方々に
releasing
も
separate
これから
ones
初
where you
めてデ
can
ジモンを
have
体
like
験
one
する
set
方
where
々に
it's
も
the
ぜひ手に取
original
っていただき
English
たい王
and
道の
another one
RPG 作品となってい
original
ます
Japanese.
本日披露したゲ
And
ーム
which
パー
one
トは
would you
今後のイベ
recommend
ン
for
トでも
me?
使用できるようになります
Probably
の
the
でぜ
English,
ひご
right?
期待ください
All right,
今
here's
作
the
は
thing though.
PlayStation
You
5
don't
Xbox
have
シリーズ
prior
X
nostalgic
チーム
feelings
にて
for the
予約受
original
付中です
English dub and all
皆さん
that.
がどんなデジ
Yeah.
モンと
If
絆
you
を紡
want
いで
like
冒
the
険していく
actual
のか
true
この
blue
目で見れる日を
experience that
心か
will
ら楽しみ
actually
にしてい
show
ます
stuff
ちな
in
みに
there that
私
they
は
didn't
他
bother
のを選んで
airing
いずれは
over
ゴッ
here,
ドドラムへ進化
go
さ
with
せ
the
ることが確定してい
Japanese.
ます
Okay, less censorship.
本日はどう
Got
も
it.
ありがとうございました
Yeah, because the thing about in Digimon, is that people actually do
Thank
die
you so much,
in
Harusan,
Digimon,
for that
but they
in-depth
have
look.
to
Digimon Story
get
Time
around
Stranger
that
will be
in
launching
some
on October
areas.
3rd,
I know how they
2025.
handled anime
Look out
back
for
in the
a
day, and I
playable demo
understand
at
why they
upcoming
did it. But
events.
yeah, like as an adult, I
And
want
that
the
is
I want
all
the
for
full
today's
thing.
presentation.
So yeah,
Thank you,
Japanese
Connor,
then.
for joining me
I wasn't
today.
sure
And
if it was
thank you to all
So
our
so
viewers
nothing for
joining us
Tails. So
as
they just said
well.
not.
Of course,
That was
great
all.
work to you as well, Sydney.
Is that
and
it?
to our viewers.
Yep, he
And
said
remember,
that was
if you're
all
a
for the
fan of any of the
presentation.
games that
So
you
there's
saw today, be
nothing
sure
else.
to follow any of the Bandai Namco Entertainment
It wasn't
social media
terrible.
accounts in your local language to stay
I
up to
wasn't
date
expecting
on the
Digimon
latest
being the
announcements
final
and releases.
thing to show
We'd
off.
love to know what you thought of today's
was
presentation.
still really good,
We
though.
have
for it,
provided a survey link if you'd like to help us make our next showcase even better.
It actually may be
Okay,
like
gamers. Well,
interested in
thanks
getting it now,
again for
but
coming
like
by, and we'll see you all
almost like day
next
one
time.
getting it. But
All right.
they have like three versions of the game. Obviously, the main game. And they got the deluxe version, which is $100.
Deluxe
ultimate
version,
is-
$100. Oh, they're getting very confident in this game.
Yeah, deluxe version's got a season pass that has like 3 additional Digimon and episode packs, and that's for the deluxe version.
I think I'll
And then
stick
it-
with the
and then
standard
there's-
for now, and then get the extra stuff later.
That's
the
probably the best thing to do.
The ultimate, they got an ultimate edition, $120. It's got even more.
Oh.
It's got even more stuff.
It better come with a giant ass statue then. If you could.
Well, this is. I'm looking at the Steam, so that's.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. This is just on Steam. Wow.
Yeah.
And imagine what like a physical collector's edition is gonna be. Oh man.
Yeah, and it's they say it's early. They got early unlock for a special Agumon and Gabumon Digimon.
Yeah, pretty much the thing with the Agumon and Digimon ones was that these have like a singular evolution line that gives you access to the their final evolution line from the last Kizuna movie, which is supposed to be the canonical end of the adventure of the original 8 Digidestins.
I still don't know what that means.
The kids and the original
Oh
story.
yeah, the original kids, the original protagonists, the original
Yes.
storyline. I get it.
And this is supposed to be a thing that links to the final evolution that Ty and Matt unlock in that last Kuzunai movie.
Okay. I get it. So yeah, let's
But
see.
the game,
we
the
can,
game itself, without any other additions, is it's going to be $70 though.
Yeah.
but it's the same price as Pokemon on Switch 2.
That's true. Oh, there you go. It is, like I mentioned before, Digimon Survive is currently $15 on Steam.
Oh yeah, I just got a Cyber Sleuth. They were giving it away practically for free on Switch.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't have time to beat it or play it though.
That's fair.
Yeah, so like if I like Stranger in Time Stranger, I'll definitely maybe go back and play that. Because it doesn't look like it's coming to Nintendo, probably because it conflicts with Pokemon, and Nintendo was like, no. That or it's just too big for Switch. Oh, hey, Manos. We're all doing good. We're just talking about the showcase, and it was pretty good. I found myself entertained. Like, I've got things I'm looking forward to from Bandai Namco.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just going over the Digimon stuff that was showcased at the very end of it.
Yeah, because like my video, like when I had Jay Viper on the channel, the last thing we talked about was that Digimon game, and I clipped that, and the video did actually pretty well. Of just me like talking about Digimon and shitting on Pokemon, just for that last bit of that stream.
Now, to be fair, it is easy to shit on Pokemon,
Especially nowadays.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is sad for me as someone who really liked Pokemon. but it's just the games are too easy. What Nintendo's doing to Power World is insane. It's
they're safe, and then when any other game wants to do
challenge
something
them.
else, yeah, they
and rather than
see that.
innovate, then they just that's why I know you guys don't think this Digimon game can because Pokemon fans just eat whatever slop they're given.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. Like, I would love nothing more for this Digimon game to outsell Legend ZA by every margin possible, but it all just comes down to the fact that there are way too many Pokemon fans that, like you said, will just eat up every bit of slop that is given to them.
They'll just buy it anyway.
And that's the thing, that some people will be like, yeah, I know it's bad, I'm part of the problem, but I still do it. And it's like, then just stop doing it.
Yeah, you see that this is when you shouldn't ever be that loyal to a brand. Like, I understand, I fanboy about shit all the time, like Final Fantasy and shit like that. But you need to know when, it's like breaking up with someone. This person is not giving us what we want. We want, well, for one, I want something more like the GameCube Pokemon games.
Oh yeah, that was probably like the last time they truly experimented with something. Which is a shame because that was like 20 years ago.
Yeah, it's interesting that they highlighted that they're going to be porting those games to Switch 2 with the Switch Online. I found that to be very interesting, and because they're ridiculously expensive. I actually found a copy. Well, remember when I said I was looking for Breath of Fire 3 when I lost it? Well, while I was looking for that game, I found Gale of Darkness just lying there in a thing, and I just got it cleaned up, and I have it in a safe envelope now. That game's worth $230.
Oh yeah, that is not surprising in the absolute slightest.
Yeah, so I'm protecting that thing, man. I'm protecting it. That was a lucky find. It's actually more valuable than Breath of Fire 3.
Yeah, because if you go on to
Breath of Fire 3 goes for about $80 on eBay.
Yeah, and even the Coliseum ain't truly that expensive anymore, not compared to how it used to be.
Oh, so DX is the expensive one now. Huh?
Oh yeah, XD Gale of Darkness is the one that is the stupid expensive one.
Why is that?
Because it was the one that was fully just a single player game, I think. Everything else was
Coliseum. Well, Coliseum was it as well, because Gale of Darkness was the sequel to Coliseum.
Yeah, I know, but Coliseum was also mostly a fighting game, and the story was just like an add-on to it.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a
and
simulator,
just
just
single player.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only way that you can find now I will just say that the Coliseum is expensive, but if you can find one that still has the manual with it, that's where you're going to be spending your money on. As somebody who is an avid retro game collector that tries to buy a complete in box any way that I can, that right there is what's going to hurt you.
Speaking of collecting, I got ripped off. I was looking for Prime Hunters for DS. I think I got it off Walmart. It was a bootleg copy.
Oh,
luckily,
really?
It explains why it was so cheap.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try and hunt down an authentic one. Before Prime 4 comes out.
Well, from what I can find, there is currently one that is bidding right now that ends in a day and 3 hours. That's at $36.
Oh yeah, now I'm top bidder right now for it.
All right, I won't say where it's at so that people don't try to snipe it off of you.
Oh God! I didn't say anything. That's okay. We only got 7 people watching it. Yeah. Oh my God! Did I fuck myself? Oh man. Anyways, I had a great time. Thank you guys so much for coming on, and thank you all so much for watching our reaction to the stream. I'll hopefully we'll be playing some Paper Mario tonight. I'll catch you all later.